Selanjutnya adalah mengenai kepemimpinan yang welas asih pada organisasi non-profit yang akan disampaikan oleh Ibu Karin Franken. Ibu Karin ini adalah CEO dari Yayasan Jaan Domestik ya. Tepuk tangan untuk beliau. Silakan Mas.
Oke, selamat siang atau sore ya, sudah sore ya. Kelihatannya Ica masih sangat semangat, jadi good, yay. Sore ini presentasi saya dalam bentuk video ya. Tadi di DMFI juga, maksudnya di presentasi yang di sebelah mengenai DMFI juga dalam bentuk video. Kenapa? Ya, it's something different, itu pertama. Terus yang kedua, karena waktunya kurang, menyampaikan lewat video lebih cepat. Ya, jadi nanti setelah kita memutar video ini, saya masih perlu 2 atau 3 menit untuk ada yang lain yang mau disampaikan.
Siap.
Siap. Okay.
Saya sudah kode-kodean tadi. Ini rahasia kita berdua, saya bukain ya.
Alright, oke, terima kasih.
Our line of work is all about compassion. We do what we do because of compassion. Our work is not easy, and because we are all compassionate people, we also endure a lot of stress and heartaches. If we focus on animals only because we feel that is the most important part and don't focus on good leadership, good management and all the other aspects to make an organization run well, our lives will be extremely stressful, and we definitely have to face burnouts, compassion fatigue and just an overall chaotic situation within our organization. Creating a culture based on compassion within your organization is extremely important. From the moment we decided to split management at Jaan, so domestic and wildlife leading their own team separately, we knew exactly what kind of culture we wanted to create within our domestic team. We wanted to create a positive atmosphere for both the team as well as the animals under our care. We wanted to build a team with a high sense of belonging. We wanted to respect and value each individual as a human being as well as the importance of their role within the organization. We believe that organizations like ours are not a one-man show, and each team member plays a very important role within the organization. Has creating this culture been easy? No. It requires a lot of effort and consistency, but at the end, it pays off big time. Leaders need to make decisions that impact people's lives. They need to give people tough feedback or manage an unpopular change. Leading in a compassionate way does not mean that it's all flowers and butterflies. You face the same issues as any other leader, but the difference is that you face all these challenges and hard things in a more humane way. The end result that we aim for is that we create a culture where every team member works, thinks and acts with compassion. It's normal for your experience and personality to influence your leadership style. While there isn't one right way to lead, we should not forget that compassion should always be a high priority within our organization, because like mentioned earlier, we do what we do because of compassion. Autocratic leaders have a clear command and control over their peers. Critical decisions are made by one person. An autocratic leader has a clear vision of the bigger picture, but only involves the rest of the team on a task-by-task or as needed basis. A democratic leader is someone who asks for an input and considers feedback from their team before making a decision. This leadership style is often credited with fostering high levels of employee engagement and workplace satisfaction. The term laissez is of French origin and means letting people do as they choose. This type of leadership allows their team to have autonomy to make their own decisions and manage their own desk. Paternalistic leadership style channels a patriarch or matriarch approach when managing employees. They expect high employee loyalty, commitment, and a performance through semi-authoritarian control. There are a number of leadership styles that obviously all come with pros and cons.
When the world is in crisis, when economies are unwinding, jobs are disappearing, and our spirit is being tested, it's imperative for leaders to demonstrate compassion, the quality of having positive intentions and real concern for others. Compassion in leadership creates stronger connections between people, improves collaboration, raises levels of trust, and enhances loyalty. But research shows that compassion on its own is not enough. For effective leadership, compassion must be combined with wisdom, which is defined as a blend of leadership competence, a deep understanding of what motivates people, and the knowledge of how to manage teams so they can deliver. This often requires giving tough feedback, making hard decisions that disappoint people, and in some cases, laying people off. Wise, compassionate leadership. Hard things in a human. Some tips to develop both compassion and wisdom in your leadership style. If your wisdom is strong, but you still need to develop more compassion, here are a few things you can do. First, have more self-compassion, because having genuine compassion for others starts with having it for yourself. If you're overloaded and out of balance, it's impossible to help others find their own stability. For many leaders, self-compassion means letting go of obsessive self-criticism. Stop knocking yourself down for what you could have done differently or better. You probably wouldn't talk to a good friend or colleague the way you address yourself. Instead, cultivate self-talk that is positive. Then reframe setbacks as learning experiences. Next, check your intention before you meet with others. Put yourself in their shoes. With their reality in mind, ask yourself, how can I best be of benefit to this person? Third, adopt a daily compassion practice by acting compassionately. Compassion is a trainable skill. Our brains have an incredible level of neuroplasticity, which means that the mental states you develop can get stronger and more prominent. If you think your compassion is strong, but you would like to increase your wisdom, here are a few strategies. To start off, practice candid transparency by providing the guidance people need, even if it's difficult for them to hear. When a team member is underperforming, be candid and tell them what to work on. If you conceal your concerns in an attempt to be kind, people will neither understand expectations nor benefit from your wisdom. Concealing tough criticism is not kind. It is misleading. Then, focus on one daily direct interaction by adopting the habit of having an assertive conversation each day. This will help you move out of your comfort zone and develop your leadership wisdom. And finally, adopt a daily mindfulness training to gain greater wisdom and leadership competence. A mindset of wise compassion is the most effective and humane way to support people through difficult times. As you face challenges, you'll need to make tough decisions, and you should strive to do so in a human way.
A Harvard Business Review article questions whether compassionate leadership is necessary, but not sufficient. These authors argue that compassion on its own is not enough when leading within the business sector. Instead, they propose that the most effective compassionate leadership is coupled to wisdom, by which they mean leadership competence and a sound understanding of what motivates people. Maybe there are other things that can be coupled to compassionate leadership that increases the sufficiency, which maybe depends on your experience, personality, or maybe other factors. Compassionate leadership is by no means a soft approach. It means taking tough action while simultaneously caring for people's feelings and their well-being. Any type of leadership gives no guarantee of survival, including compassionate leadership. But leadership is a human endeavor that cannot be exercised without a degree of humility and humanity. People will trust you. By genuinely caring, they feel they can trust you. You will gain a stronger work ethic from your team. If your team feels that they are heard and that you are fair, they will most likely put in a lot of energy for you. A compassionate leader inspires. All team members will care more about each other. Leading by example will influence your whole team. Role model and create a compassionate culture. Experience strong collaborations. A compassionate leader will foster an atmosphere of trust. This will lead to a culture of transparency. If people feel that they can be honest with you, there will be a much easier communication at work. This leads to less frictions and a higher level of productivity. If people feel free to express themselves, they are also more likely to take initiative. You will gain loyalty and your team will believe in your vision. Now, how many people quit their job because they don't like their boss? It's a basic human need to feel seen, and it feels good to know you are appreciated. Your team will go the extra mile for you and put their time and efforts into fulfilling your vision. Better mental health. Speaks for itself that a compassionate leadership will have a positive effect on everybody's mental health. As a leader, you will feel better. Compassionate leadership does not only benefit your team, but it also benefits you. Your team will value your presence and input. This creates a positive feedback loop.
From the early days, we always believed that if you create a positive atmosphere, the animals under your care will highly benefit.
Animals are very much affected by our energy, just like other humans are. Therefore, creating a healthy, positive atmosphere is very important. We always say, happy people, happy animals. Empowering every team member has also always been high on our list of priorities. We do trainings, group discussions, and so on. Empowering our team with knowledge, them knowing that every team member is of great value to our organization, as well as us as leaders. Make them part and responsible for positive change, and then together enjoying and celebrating the results. Most individuals bloom when they are given the opportunity and space, no matter what position they are holding. Get to know your team. Engage them in conversation to learn about their passion and what motivates them. Use these personal motivators to help them reach individual and organizational goals. If you understand what drives them, give them responsibilities that realize their strengths and inspire them to do their best work. Listen and learn. Team members feel more valued when they believe we listen and care about what they say. Learn about their needs and encourage them to give feedback and share opinions. Establish values. Create team values that support compassionate leadership strategy. Collaboration, acceptance, open-mindedness, innovation, respect, and teamwork. Show gratitude. Team members want to be appreciated and feel like you value their work. Be encouraging. Compassionate leaders encourage, influence, and guide their team members rather than give orders and demand. Remove barriers. Collaborate as a team. The more you are involved with your team's daily tasks and dynamics and being part of the entire team, the more you can empathize with the challenges and solve problems alongside them. These are only a couple of points that you can start right now.
We are all different, and our differences are based on reasons and previous influences throughout our lives and career paths, such as education, personality, work experiences, and so on. But wherever you work, whomever you work with, and whatever your background is, leading with compassion will benefit not only your team, but also you.
Okay, thank you. Talking about compassion, yeah, and talking about, we just talked about that, you know, our line of work is definitely not a one-man show. We all make this happen, you know, everybody has a very important role, so whether it's animal handler, or the cook, or the CEO, or the vet, or whoever, everybody plays a very a different role, and we have to believe that because it's true, you know, it really is true. We all play a very important role within our organization. Now, talking about compassion and you know, being overall awesome, I would like my partner in crime, my friend, my sister, and my person, Dr. Mary, to come to the stage. Okay, so Dr. Mary is obviously very special, and we do everything together, and she does so much more. Come, Doc, come here. You're very compassionate. You're the queen of compassion. Come here. Yeah, so we want to give Dr. Mary, I mean, I would like to give her the world, obviously, because she is priceless, you know. She
Tepuk
is
tangannya.
absolutely priceless. But what we can do for now, come here, Doc. Jangan malu-malu, ayo dong. Ah. Yeah, I would like to give Dr. Mary, my sister, appreciation. You know, I mean, words cannot express how much I appreciate you. Yeah? A hug first. Yes. So for you, a certificate of appreciation. And not only that, but, you know, Dr. Mary has, this is the second year that she's organizing this conference, and it's her baby. It's basically her baby. I have done nothing, really. I just show up, and sometimes we discuss things, but mostly I just show up. It's all Dr. Mary who arranged this. So for that, again, you know, you deserve the world, but for now, we'll offer you a spa day, which hopefully you can do soon, and you really need it, I know that. Yes? Yes, and thank you for everything you do, and your passion, compassion, you know, you work so hard, and it's, you know, I never thought I could find anybody who also sees this as her, just, it's our life, right? We think and breathe Jan, you know, I mean, it's our life. So I'm very grateful. Thank you. Big applause for the Queen of Compassion. Sure.
Can I say a word? I'm sorry. Tapi, aduh, saya jadi speechless. Saya jadi speechless. Tapi, ya sebenarnya tuh saya sangat banyak belajar dari beliau, gitu. Karena beliau benar-benar role model saya. Bu Karin tuh benar-benar role model saya dan juga untuk kami semua di tim, dan saya tuh juga percaya banget bahwa it's not a one man show. Ini juga animalwelfare.id ini juga bukan buat karena saya punya Dokter Mika, saya punya Vina, saya punya Mbak Maria, semua tim animalwelfare.id, dan sekarang AWI Conference ini juga benar-benar karena teman-teman relawan dan teman-teman Jan yang luar biasa. Kita countless days nice gitu, dan ya ini juga karena semua tim yang luar biasa yang jadikan ini berhasil gitu. Jadi nah ini juga buat teman-teman semua, tapi terima kasih.
And not to forget our other amazing medical team, Doc Chicha and Reisha, who are absolutely awesome, and they work also very hard. And it, you know, it gives Dr. Mary and I myself such how do you say that? A calm feeling, you know, because we cannot always be at our shelter, you know. So, and knowing that Dr. Chicha is there, Reisha is there, and all our keepers, it really makes us feel tenang, you know. Jadi nggak jadi khawatir gitu, because we know that all the animals are well taken care of. Not only that, but they get a lot of attention and love, and I mean, they definitely go. They give 200%, and we truly appreciate that of everybody. Yes, thank you.
Terima kasih Bu Karin. Selamat kepada Dokter Mary, saya manggilnya Nana.